an attorney present at the proceedings today. We will have public defenders that are present for those of you who wish to utilize their services. We also will have solicitors present that can give you their recommendations regarding how you can go about resolving the case today if you choose to do so. If you're not happy with what they offer you, you can still enter a non-negotiated plea or a not guilty plea. If you plead not guilty to the charges against you, you will be able to either have a bench trial or have a right to a jury trial. If you request a bench trial, I will be setting you on a calendar in front of me for the not so very distant future. If you request a bench trial, a jury trial, I will be returning the case to a division judge, and they will send you out notifications in the future as to when that jury trial will be. Who do we have here this morning from the public defenders?
Good morning. Good morning, Judge. Joanne Haddad with the Public Defender's Office. I believe this is my first time in front of you, Judge, but I am here.
Good morning, Mr. Haddad. Is anyone going to be in court with me this morning from the PD's office?
No, Judge, not in terms of lawyers, but I do have one of my admin people to assist me as far as any applications if they come through, etc. So,
okay. I do have right now 2 people in front of me that are in court. So, if they wish to utilize your services,
I think one of 2 ways. One, I may be able to have another admin person if they're physically at the courthouse to come down and hand them the paperwork, and then they can scan it to me and I can review it, etc. That's one possibility. The other is for the court to send them to our office at the courthouse. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact office number, Judge, but
how we normally, Mr. Haddad, how we normally handle it is that someone from your office will come down and give them paperwork and take it back.
Perfect. All right, we'll figure it out, Judge.
Okay. And also, I normally have the public defender go through with everyone that's on the Zoom call how to apply for your services this morning. So, are you able to do that for me this morning?
Sure, absolutely, Judge. So for anybody who's maybe needing the services of the Public Defender's Office, my admin person, Alexis Patrick, who's on the Zoom, sent a chat line on there with an email address. You all can email her. She'll email you the application. It's, I believe, PDF fillable, and of course, for the people in court, it's a little bit different, Judge. But that's the process. I'll get it, and I'll get a chance to speak to everybody that needs our services, Judge.
Okay. Thank you. And those of you that already know that you would like to seek the services of the public defender, I'll need you to go ahead and start completing those applications so that we can move this process along as quickly as possible. And I see that we have a number of people from the solicitor's office. Good morning, Ms. Marshall Story.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Riley.
Good morning, Your Honor.
And good morning, Ms. Dethea. I hope you all are doing well.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Is the 3 of you this morning, or the 3 of you this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. All right, so let's call the calendar and see who's present. If you're on Zoom, I need for you to unmute yourself. Let me know if you'd like to seek the assistance of a public defender this morning, or if you'd like to speak with a solicitor regarding charges and the offer. Position number 1, Larry Cook. Position 2, Michael Davis. Position 3, Brittany Stroud.
Good morning, Your Honor. I believe Ms. Stroud is on there, Judge. That's going to be my case. I anticipate a plea, perhaps. I've been in communication with the solicitor. They're going to email me the paperwork, Judge. So if the court takes a recess, Judge, I'll firm things up for the court at that point.
Very good, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. I have spoken with Mr. Haddad, and I will fill that paperwork out and send that to him.
Okay, thank you. Position 4, DeMonte Smith.
Your Honor, Mr. Smith, I believe, was on, maybe as a non-video participant. Anyway, I just needed to follow up a couple of things with the state. We may be able to work it out. It's logistically, the plea involves some jail time, and I'm just trying to work out the turn-in type issues, Judge. Obviously, this is by Zoom. It's a little bit more of a challenge, but I want to confer with the state first, Judge.
Okay, very good. Position 5, Tori Clark. Position 6, Carl Smith.
Your Honor, that's my case. Mr. Smith is on. We're still needing some discovery in this case. We did receive some, but there's some still some outstanding discovery that we need.
Good morning, Mr. Kenneth. What would you like to do with regarding Mr. Smith's case today?
Well, I mean, we're not in right now. Like I said, we still need some discovery, so I can speak with the state about that.
So do you need me to place it on another status conference calendar?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. So let's see. We'll place you on the status conference calendar on April 13th. Does that work?
That'll work, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position 7, Santiago Hector.
Good morning, Judge David Jones for Mr. Santiago.
Good morning, Mr. Jones.
I believe he's on the call. I've been in touch with him this morning.
And what are we going to do with Mr. Jones and Mr. Hector today?
Judge, I need to receive some discovery. Could we put it on another status calendar? And who is the solicitor on this for the state?
That would be Ms. Riley.
Okay.
Yeah, once I review the discovery, I'll be in touch with Ms. Riley. Hopefully we can resolve this.
All right, we will reset it till April 13th.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
May I be excused?
Yes, you all have a good day.
You do the same, Your Honor.
Thank you. Position 8, Darrell Baldwin. Position 9, Seth Jones.
Your Honor, Mr. Jones is one of our cases. I've not had any recent contact. Mike McLean is the assigned public defender judge. The numbers that I had, I left a voicemail, Judge. I would just ask if we can, unless he shows up, and during the break, I'll try and call him again. If we can reset it for the 13th, Mr. McLean may have some additional contact information on him. I know they've been in contact with each other. I know that, Judge. So that would be my request with the court's permission, Judge.
Why don't we hold until you can get in touch with Mr. McLean?
Absolutely.
If it's possible to handle today, that would be my preference. If you need an extension or be placed on another calendar, that'll be fine also. But if we handle it today, if they work it out, such that we can move it forward today, I'd like to do that.
No problem, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Position 10, Antonio Smith.
Yes, sir.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Smith.
How you doing this morning, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. Let's see, Mr. Smith, would you like to apply for the assistance of the public defender today, or do you have a private attorney?
I actually wanted to apply for the public defender, Your Honor.
Okay. Did you understand how to go about doing that?
No, sir, I actually don't.
Okay, you'll have to go into the chat, and if you go into the chat, they can you can see where you can get the application from. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we'll come back to you, Mr. Smith.
All right.
Position 11, Ranchez Thompson.
Your Honor, that's another one of our cases. Derek Howard is the assigned attorney. And during the recess, Judge, if I can reach out to Mr. Howard, I've I've not had any contact specifically with Mr. Thompson, so
Okay. We'll hold for your announcement.
thank you, Judge.
Position 12, Michaela Perkins.
I'm here.
Good morning, Ms. Perkins.
Good morning.
Are you able to activate your camera for me?
Yeah, hold on.
All right, good morning, Ms. Perkins. Let's see, do you have a private attorney or would you like to apply for the services of a public defender today?
No, I don't have one. I didn't think that I would need one for my case.
So you're charged with criminal trespass and two counts of simple battery and 1 count of battery. It might be helpful for you if you qualify for the services of a public defender if you utilize them. That would be up to you. Would you like to see if you qualify and can utilize them?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I see. You said the information was going to be in this chat on the here.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll utilize it if I should.
All right. So go ahead and make application, and we'll get back with you, Ms. Perkins.
Okay.
And Your Honor, the victims also indicated that they would do their best to join the Zoom call. So if I could quickly sound for Mr. Johnson or Ms. Johnson, are you on the line? Okay, no one has answered, but I did want the court to be aware that they did express interest in viewing these proceedings.
Okay. Thank you.
And Your Honor, I reposted the information to everybody as far as the email address for our office.
Okay. Thank you. I have Ms. Sarah Thomas in the court with me. Good morning. Okay, so we'll give you that opportunity. Again, tell me your last name, I'm sorry. Which solicitor is handling Ms. Thomas today?
I am, Your Honor, Erica Marshall Story.
Okay, so Ms. Jones, if I could get you after the call of the calendar to call Ms. Marshall Story, and if do you mind giving us your number, Ms. Marshall Story? Or would you like to put it in the chat for Attorney Jones?
Yes, I can put it in the chat, Your Honor. I'm not sure if Mr. Thomas is also present in court, but he also indicated that he wanted to be on the Zoom call. And so again, sounding for Mr. Thomas.
Okay.
Okay, I'll put my information in the chat.
Okay. So Attorney Jones will have that for you in the chat so that you can after the call of the calendar get in touch with Ms. Marshall Story to see if we can move forward. Okay? All right, thank you. Position 14, Kareem Gant.
Yes, Judge, I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Gant. I can barely hear you, but let's see. Do you have a private attorney? Would you like to apply for the assistance of the public defender today?
I would like to apply for a public defender.
Okay. So if you'll go ahead and start doing that, we'll get back with you, okay?
Okay.
Position 15, Johnny Ramirez. Position 16, Brandon Scott.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Scott. Do you have a private attorney or would you like to apply for the assistance of the public defender today?
I actually applied for a public defender. I did the application. I'm just waiting on somebody to contact me.
Okay, very good. So we will, did you get that, Mr. Haddad? Can you check this to make sure you've received this paperwork?
I'll follow up, Your Honor, with the admin. Let me just double check and we'll talk to him.
All right, very good, thank you. Position 17, Charles Jackson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kendra Robinson on behalf of Mr. Jackson, Judge.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Robinson.
Good morning. Mr. Jackson is on the call.
All right, and what would you like to do with Mr. Jackson today?
Judge, we need to, well, first of all, we need discovery. We're still waiting on discovery in the case. And so we would like to see about getting that from the state and then have a continuance so that I can have the opportunity to review that discovery and file motions if need be.
If I may inquire, have you put in an entry of appearance with the court and requested discovery?
I did that back when Mr. Jackson first retained me, and I exchanged emails with an assistant prosecutor. This was a while back though, but okay. I can resubmit my same entry and discovery request.
Well, before you do that, if you can just send me a message in the chat, I may have discovery available to go ahead and send to you. The offer at this point is 12 months to serve, so I'm sure you would still not resolve that case today.
Correct.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Mr. Ramirez. This is Mr. Ramirez. I tried to talk to you earlier and it wouldn't. I guess you couldn't hear me.
Okay, I'll get back with you, Mr.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Ms. Robinson,
yes, sir.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we reset you for April 13th? In the meantime, Ms. Marshall-Story, if you'll go ahead and resend the discovery to Attorney Robinson, and then we'll move it forward on the 13th if possible.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. And Attorney Robinson, if you could just send me a direct message with your email in the chat, I will do my best to send that over to you this morning.
Okay, yes, ma'am. I just put it in the main one, but I will do it directly to you.
No, it's fine. I actually see it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything further this morning?
That's all from the defense, Your Honor.
And nothing else from the state.
And is that, I'm sorry, Judge, is that 9:00 a.m. on April 13th? I mean, yes. Yeah, April 13th.
Yes, 9 a.m.
Okay.
You'll get a notice.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Have a good day.
Thank you.
So back to position 15, Mr. Ramirez. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me now?
Sir. Again, do you have a private attorney or would you like to seek the assistance of the public defender today?
So I did have a private attorney, Mr. Melvin Dansby. I learned in December that he passed away. I can present his death certificate. His associate was supposed to take my case. He didn't end up taking it. So I wanted to ask you today to get an I believe before he passed away, he requested my motion of discovery and all that. So I wanted to request a little bit more time to hire another private attorney.
Okay. That's fine. I'll reset you for April 13th. That should give you enough time to hire an attorney. Once you hire the attorney, Mr. Ramirez, if you'll make sure that he or she enters a notice of appearance and goes ahead and requests from the state whatever they need so that we can move the case forward next time to do it, 13th. Okay.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Well, have a good day. Position 18, Tanaj Snelling. Position 19, Michael Porter.
Your Honor, that would be my case, Judge. I had anticipated that he'd be on. We're going to maintain a not guilty plea and request a jury trial on this case, Judge. Yeah, I believe Mr. Porter's on, Judge.
Yeah, I'm here.
And Mike McLean with our office had already filed all the motions and all that good stuff.
All right, so has this case been indicted?
Not indicted, Your Honor, but it has been accused.
I'm sorry, yes. So would you like to file a formal waiver of arraignment, Mr. Haddad, or would you like me to arraign Mr. Porter this morning?
No, Your Honor, that I could do a waiver. I can do it orally or written, however the court wishes to do it. If it's written, obviously I'll do it sometime today, Judge.
Okay, so if you'll file a formal waiver, then we will transfer this to the division judge for a jury trial.
Thank you, Your Honor. And can Mr. Porter be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, have a good day, Mr. Porter.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, you too.
See, position 20, Asia Robertson. Position 21, Mark Swain. Position 22, Janetta Henry. Good morning, Ms. Henry.
Good morning, Judge. Good to see you. Judge, I was just texting in the chat to find out who my prosecutor is going to be.
Hello, Attorney Rockwell. It's Erica Marshall Story. How are you?
Good morning.
I am handling this matter.
So, Judge, I think it might be, and Madam Prosecutor, weigh in, it might be in good order if we have one more status to make sure all the discovery is exchanged and an offer and just maybe a decision whether or not we need to put it on a trial calendar or not, unless you have a better idea, Madam Prosecutor.
Well, I think if we could just briefly go into the chat. I don't know if we can work it out today because I need some assistance from you, but I do believe we can work this out. I've had an opportunity to review all of the paperwork that we have so far. I just need some contact information for the defendant's son.
Okay. All right. Judge, I'll stand down and I'm going to put my email address and my cell in the chat.
And as soon as I finish calling the calendar, Ms. Rockwell, what I'll do is I'll put you and Ms. Marshall Story in the breakout.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. Good to see you. Thank you, Ms. Story.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Position 23, Vernon James. Position 24, Devontae Wright. Position 25, Rodney Wright. You have to unmute for me, Mr. Wright. All right, and I still can't hear you. Can you say something?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Good morning, Mr. Wright. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you. Let's see. Do you have a private attorney or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yes, I'll be in the process of getting the email and returning it right now.
Okay, very good. We'll get back with you, Mr. Wright. Thank you.
Okay.
Position 26, Jaquarius Thomas. Position 27, Kendrick White. Position 28, Micah Meredith. Position 29, Kenneth Rigsby.
I'm here. Here, Micah.
Okay,
Oh, okay. She's
let's see. Position 28, Micah Meredith. Good morning, Mr. Meredith.
Good morning.
Do you have a private attorney or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender?
I don't think me and my mom need an attorney.
I want to drop the dismiss the charges, Your Honor.
Okay, well, let's see, that's in the purview of the state. So, at this point in time, Mr. Meredith is charged with disorderly conduct and criminal trespass. Do you want to have the public defender, if you qualify, speak on your behalf today, Mr. Meredith, regarding these charges?
No, I won't need one.
Okay, you would like to speak with the solicitor yourself to find out what the offer is?
The offer.
All right, so we're going to do one or two things today. We're either going to place you, if you try to work it out with the state today. If you don't work it out with the state, then you are going to be placed on either a jury trial calendar or a bench trial calendar. Okay,
So me and my mother decided that we didn't want to go that route and that the charges were false. And how can we get to a position where we could just completely heal this? Because me and my mom want to just be clear of this.
Okay, so you can speak with the solicitor today regarding that, but there's no, just because you want the charges dropped does not mean that the state is going to agree to drop the charges. All right.
So my mom can't agree to that.
No, it's in the purview of the state at this point in time. If you want to speak with them today to see if you can come to some type of resolution, I'm happy to let you do that.
Yes, I would love to speak with the state.
Okay.
Excuse me, Judge. This is Kedra White. I was in, but they wouldn't let me use my microphone. I don't think you can hear it.
Okay, so hold on for me, Mr. White. I'll be back with you in a moment.
All right.
All right. So, Mr. Meredith, you hang on, and when we get to the end of the calendar, I'll let you speak with the solicitor regarding your case. Okay.
Thank you. And this was position 27, Kendrick White. Is that right?
Yes, but it's pronounced Kedrick.
Kedrick. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. So Kedrick White. What? Say it again.
I'm currently working on getting an attorney. I had one, but I dismissed that attorney, and I'm waiting on another one. I'm waiting for approval.
Can you activate your camera, Mr. White?
Yeah. It's not letting me.
All right. Tell me again, did you hire an attorney?
I did, but I let him go. And now I'm waiting on approval from the second one.
Okay. Have you paid the second one?
No, not yet.
All right. So what I'm going to do, Mr. White, is I'm going to reschedule to April 13th. When you come back on April 13th, if you do not have an attorney, we're going to move the case forward. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give you to the 13th to go ahead and to get an attorney.
All right. Thank you.
All right, you'll get notification of the 13th. If you do hire an attorney, make sure that he or she files a notice of appearance so that the court knows who your attorney is, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
What is going to be the next? Oh, thank you. Position 29, Kenneth Rigsby. Position 30, Bryant McBride.
I'm sorry, you said McBride?
Yes.
I'm here. My attorney, Mr. King, I think he had another case. I think he came on briefly, but he's here to represent me, so he could come back around to me, I guess, when he gets.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt, but Mr. King, somebody by the last name of Mr. King put a chat line to everybody.
Yeah.
A little while ago, Your Honor. I'm not sure this morning, so just wanted to let the court know.
Okay. All right. So it appears that your attorney is going to be here in person. So if you'll just hang on for me, Mr. McBride, until we have an announcement from him. Okay. You hear me, Mr. McBride?
I'm sorry, you said what?
Hang on until I get an announcement from your attorney, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Position 31, Sean Arce.
I'm here, sir.
Pronounce your last name for me.
Osick.
Mr. Arce, do you have a private attorney, or would you like to utilize the services of the public defender today?
I sent an application in last week, received a response that they had received it, but I have not heard from anybody directly.
Okay, so we'll give you the opportunity to speak with someone. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, just hold on for us. Thank you. Position 32, Andrew Gober is in court with me. Good morning, Mr. Gober. Would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today? Okay, all right, very good. We'll be with you. Okay. Is there anyone who is on the call who joined us late or who did not hear their name?
Yes, Devontae. Yes, Devontae, right?
All right, Mr. Wright, your position.
Yes, Devontae.
I hear you, Mr. Wright. Can you, your position number 24, we did call you. Let's see, can you hear me?
It's breaking up really bad. What did you say now?
Okay, are you driving?
No, I'm riding. I'm not driving. I'm on the highway on 85.
All right, so you have the right to have an attorney. Do you have a private attorney, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yeah. Seek the assistance of a public defender. I just got an email to apply for one, and I'm working on getting it done right now.
All right, very good. So we'll be back with you, Mr. Wright. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
All right. Anyone else that did not hear their name? Mr. Davis.
Yeah, I heard my name, but my microphone wasn't working, so I wasn't able to speak, sir.
All right, that's fine, Mr. Davis. Your position number 2. What would you like to do today? Have an attorney.
I need to get an attorney. I'm gonna get an attorney, but I can plead not guilty and go for jury trial, all that good stuff too, because.
Well, it's up to you. What do you want? What do you want to do today? If you want, have you tried to get an attorney to this point?
I actually thought that the case was getting resolved on that end over there, but I guess not. So I didn't even. I've been super busy. I actually forgot about this case, but I need to get an attorney. I would rather get an attorney than a public defender.
Okay, so I'm going to give you until April 27th to get a lawyer. If you come back on the 27th and you do not have a lawyer, then we're going to be moving the case forward at that point in time, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you'll get a notice for April 27th. And if you do hire an attorney, he or she should go ahead and file the notice of appearance and begin speaking with the state, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, you have a good day.
All right, you too. Appreciate you.
Mr. King?
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I didn't know you knew my face, Judge. It's good to see you. I'm here for Mr. Brian McBride. He's there online.
Yes, we got your email, your chat, and Mr. McBride did answer.
I didn't know what was going on. It says status, and I think this may be his first court date after arraignment. I see that there was an amended accusation filed, so we're just ready to just keep proceeding.
Okay, so today, do you want to speak with the solicitor, or do you want to set it down for a bench trial or a jury trial?
We just set it down for a jury trial.
Okay. Would you like to file a written waiver of arraignment, or would you like me to arraign Mr. McBride this morning?
I'll do a written waiver, Judge. I did bring my entry to file in the clerk. I didn't bring a written, but I'll put that in the mail tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine. As soon as we get that, we will return this to a division judge. You'll get notification of the jury trial.
Yes, sir.
All right, and we also are going to have to give you a case management order, and there's some other paperwork that we'll need to get to you regarding that.
Of course.
Okay, so if you'll just sit tight for us for a moment.
Absolutely.
We'll get all that to you.
And Your Honor, what number is that?
This is position 30, Mr. McBride.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else on the Zoom call who did not hear their name or who?
May Mr. McBride be excused?
Yes. Is Mr. McBride going to have to sign anything?
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Have a good day, Mr. McBride.
Yes, well, thank you.
All right. So let's go back first to Attorney Rockwell's case. If we can see Ms. Marshall's story. Is Ms. Rockwell still on the line with us?
Yes, Your Honor.
There she is.
I'm going to go ahead and put you into a breakout room with Ms. Marshall's story. And when you all are done, you just come back and make an announcement for me.
Thank you, Judge.
And we also have Mr. Meredith who wants to speak with the solicitor this morning. Who can we get to speak with Mr. Meredith regarding this case?
That would be me. Sarita Githiel, Your Honor.
Okay, let's get the are you there, Mr.
Yes, I'm right here.
All right,
Yeah.
so we're gonna put you in a breakout room with the solicitor, and know that you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. We've offered for you to have an attorney present this morning, and you have declined to apply for a public defender and wanted to speak with this solicitor personally. So we'll allow you to do that. So if we can put Madam Solicitor and Mr. Meredith in a breakout room. For everyone else, I believe everyone else is in the process of making application with the public defender. Mr. Haddad, whenever you have an announcement for the court, if you'll just come back and make those announcements.
Will you send the break room thing?
I sure will, Judge.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Resend the break room thing.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know who's speaking.
Excuse me, Your Honor, this is Antonio Smith. May I speak, please?
Yes, Mr. Smith.
I actually was just I was talking to my wife, and my wife actually said that she said that we had a lawyer. She said that we had a lawyer by Jacoby Hudson or whatever his name is, but she said that I guess my payment for him didn't go through. So he was supposed to be my lawyer, but I did fill out the application for the public defender office, which they said they would have had contact me when I had first came into contact with this case. I had a public defender that actually called me and talked to me and came to court on my behalf. Like I didn't have to come to court. And then like I never heard anything else from him or didn't speak to him again. And so that's why I went with Mr. Jacoby Hudson. But actually I don't know, he's not answering the phone, or I don't know if he's in another courtroom or doing some other kind of court stuff or whatever the case may be. So I was wondering if I could catch up with him to see if he was going to actually represent me on this case or did my payment go through or however, because he never replied or never responded back to me about this case or said anything about it, but he said he would take it or he had taken it, but I don't know what's going on. So I was wondering.
So Mr. Smith, why don't we just do this? Since you've already made application for the public defender, why don't we see if you qualify for the public defender so we can see if we can move this case forward in some manner this morning. If you don't qualify for the public defender, then I certainly will give you the opportunity to contact someone else and possibly have a lawyer the next time, okay?
Okay.
That work for you?
Yes, sir. That's fine.
Okay, so just hold on the line for us.
Okay.
All right, so we have a number of people that are making application for the public defender. That's going to take some time. So if you all will just sit tight for me, they will be getting in touch with each of you as we go forward, and everyone will be handled this morning in one way or another. Okay.
Hey, Your Honor, this is right and right. Could I speak with you?
Yes, Mr. Wright.
Yes, how you doing? I was wondering if I could speak with the solicitor as well about my case for a second.
Okay. Are you making application for the public?
Yes, I am. I'm in the process of doing that right now. I'm printing it out right now.
Why don't you just go ahead and do that? Because if so, then you'll have a lawyer. Sometimes, Mr. Wright, you can say something that you don't even know is adverse to your interest, and that can cause you harm down the way. So if you qualify for the public defender, it'd be best to have a lawyer represent you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I got it.
Okay, very good. So continue to make application. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Sounds good.
Okay, very good. Anyone else have any questions of the court before we?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. This is Brandon Scott.
Yes, Mr. Scott.
Yes, sir. I was just trying to check on, they said they was gonna get back and check to see if they got my application for the public defender. I was just trying to see if they ever get it, or do I need to wait, like you said?
Well, Your Honor, I did receive it during the Zoom hearing. I just need to call Mr. Scott and go from there. So he needs just to be patient. As soon as we're done, I got lunch and I'll be calling you, Mr. Scott.
So
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so they're gonna get back with you, okay? So just, hang on for us. Okay, so until there's an announcement, were you able to go into the breakout room?
Your Honor, we have an announcement for Micah Meredith.
Yes.
The state is going to dismiss those charges.
Okay. So if you, I have Beverly Johnson in court with me today. If we can get the null process over to her, I'll get those signed.
I'm going to get that over right now.
All right, and let's see, is Mr. Meredith still on the line with us? Mr. Meredith, I see you there. Well, if you can hear me, then your case is going to be dismissed. And Mr. Meredith, there you go. All right, so the state's going to now process your case. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
You too.
All right, thank you. Okay, the court will be in recess until we have some announcements.
All right.
Ms. Perkins, I saw your note in the chat, no, court is not over. As I said before, you'll all have to, if you're making an application for the public defender, they're gonna get back with you, so you're just gonna have to hold on the line until someone can get to you, okay? Thank you.
Hey, so we're applying and getting everything done today, like right now.
Yes, ma'am, we are.
Oh, I sent the email, but I haven't got a reply yet.
I know, someone will get back with you. We have a number of people that are on the line today, and we can only do so many people at one time. So the public defender wants to take as much time with you as he can to make sure, or as they can to make sure that everything is done properly. So if you just have to hold on and we'll get to you when your turn. Okay, ma'am?
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Your Honor, may I speak with you for a moment? Hey, Your Honor.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
I just actually just talked back to my wife. We actually are making a payment to my public defender. To my lawyer. Is me signing or because that I signed the application for this public defender, is that gonna interrupt any kind of situation I have with my lawyer? Because my wife just said that we were supposed to be making the payment towards him this Friday, but we actually didn't know that we was gonna have this court. It just kind of came out of the blue. So, like, is there any kind of way that I could get like a little bit of time to pay him? Because I owe him he said to 300 to 350 left on the payment which I have for him to take this case. And I didn't know that this case was coming around so fast. Like I've been dealing with so much and going through so much with my mom passing and whatnot. So it's like this case kind of like slipped my mind totally.
Mr. Smith, so what we're going to do is that I'll give you that opportunity to hire. Tell me the name of your attorney.
I'm trying to actually hire Jacoby Hudson.
Okay, so if you hire, I'm going to reset you until April 27th. If you hire Mr. Hudson, he's going to have to be present on your behalf on April 27th. If you do not hire Mr. Hudson, you need to make sure that you go ahead on and follow through with your application for the public defender. Because one way or another, this case is going to be moving forward on April 27th, okay?
Okay, yes, sir. I have one more question. When it comes down to even if I don't pay him, or then when I do have to fill out this application, can I call or can I just go somewhere and just fill it out right then and there?
Yes, you can go down to the, you can call someone at the public defender's office. You can go down and speak with someone there.
Okay.
There are a number of ways that you can get that handled.
Okay. Okay.
Just make sure you do it. You do it before April 27th. So if you find out that Mr. Hudson is not going to represent you, you need to immediately turn around and see if the public defender is going to represent you, so that we don't have to go through all this again on the 27th. You understand?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay, very good. Any other questions for me?
No, sir. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, you'll get a notice for the 27th. Good luck to you, Mr. Smith.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, may I make a brief announcement?
Yes.
Your Honor, position number 16, Brandon Scott. He does not qualify for our services, Judge. I told him to remain here to talk to the prosecutor. It might be one of those cases that it may be get worked out, Judge.
Mr. Scott, are you on the line?
Yes, yes, I am.
So I understand that, that you didn't qualify. Who's handling this case for the solicitor?
Oh, you talking to me?
No, Your Honor, that would be Miss Marshall's story. I believe she's in with Attorney Rockwell.
Are you able to pull up what the offer is for the court?
Yes, Your Honor, I will take a look. But I do believe that let me just see here. This case involves a weapon. So the state's offer at this point would be 12 months to serve. So there really is no offer.
Right. So you understand that, Mr. Scott? You can unmute yourself. So
Yes.
the state is recommending it's a 12 months to serve. I would suggest to you that you go out and try to hire an attorney in this regard. So today, let's see. I would imagine that you want to plead not guilty to this charge. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Can you raise your right hand for me, Mr. Scott? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Put your hands down. Mr. Scott, you've been charged in case 21 CR 001366A with carrying a weapon without a valid license and possession of marijuana less than an ounce. Each of these charges carries with it a maximum penalty of 12 months in jail and or $1,000 fine. You have the right for me to read the accusation to you line by line, or you can waive formal reading of the accusation. Which do you prefer?
You said, give me my options one more time, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all right. I can read the whole accusation to you line by line. If you don't want me to read the accusation, I can waive formal reading of the accusation.
I guess you can read it.
Okay. Give me a moment to get that.
Okay.
The accusation. Should also be one.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Scott. The accusations read as follows: State of Georgia versus Brandon Rashad Scott. Defendant, accusation number 21 CR 001366A, carrying a weapon without a valid license. I, Keith D. Gamage, Solicitor General for the County of Fulton, State of Georgia, in the name and on behalf of the citizens of Georgia, do hereby charge and accuse Brandon Rashad Scott with the offense of carrying a weapon without a valid license, a misdemeanor for that said accused in the County of Fulton, State of Georgia, on or about February 25th, 2021. Did carry a weapon without a valid weapons carry license in violation of OCGA section 16-11-126H1, contrary to the laws of this state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. Signed, Keith E. Gammon, Solicitor General. Second accusation reads as follows: State of Georgia versus Brandon Rashad Scott. Defendant, accusation number 21 CR 001366A. Possession of marijuana less than an ounce. I, Keith E. Gammon, Solicitor General for the County of Fulton, State of Georgia, In the name and on behalf of the citizens of Georgia, do hereby charge and accuse Brandon Rashad Scott with the offense of possession of marijuana less than 1 ounce, a misdemeanor for that said accused in the county of Fulton, state of Georgia, on or about February 25th, 2021, did unlawfully have under their possession or control less than 1 ounce of marijuana in violation of OCGA section 16-13-2B, contrary to the laws of this state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. Signed, P.B. Gammon, Solicitor General. Mr. Scott, how do you plead to these charges? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
So we'll record your not guilty plea. Would you like a jury trial on these charges, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. We will return the case to the division judge for your jury trial. You'll get notification of when that's going to be. Let's see, can we get your email address so that we can get you some paperwork that you're going to need to sign and get back to the court?
Yes, sir. Brandon dot SCOT, just one T, 64.
BRANDON dot
SCOT
SCOT
64 at yahoo.com.
Okay. One, two. Let's see, you're going to be receiving a case management order from the court, and you're also going to be receiving some other paperwork regarding the jury trial that we'll need for you to sign and return to us, okay?
Yes, sir.
You need him on the line for anything further? All right. Can you put your phone number in the chat for me, Mr. Scott?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead and do that for me.
Okay, I just did it.
All right, very good. So here in a little while, you'll be getting that paperwork. Any other questions for me, Mr. Scott?
No, I will begin the notification of mail for the next court day, right?
Yes, you will, sir.
All right. Thank you. No, sir.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. All right. Again, court will be in recess until we hear from public
Yeah, good morning, Judge. Your Honor, I needed to make a few announcements, Judge. On position number 3, Brittany Stroud, she is still on, Your Honor. I misspoke earlier. I had anticipated potentially plea, but it's not going to be. So we're going to enter a plea of not guilty and requesting a jury trial, Judge, and I'll enter a waiver of arraignment as the court indicated on those other cases that I had.
Okay.
So
We'll get your case management order and jury trial request.
thank you, Judge. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Honor. I apologize.
No, go ahead.
Can Mrs. Stroud be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, you have a good day, Ms. Stroud. We need Ms. Stroud's email address also.
Thank you, Judge. And I'll put that in the chat before I leave.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Stroud. You have a good day.
I'm about to go to sleep. I'm having a good night.
Other announcements, Mr. Dunn?
Yes, Judge. Position number 14, Kareem Gant. Mr. Gant is still on. Mr. Gant does qualify, Judge. I'd respectfully request the court to reset for the 13th. That'll give me an opportunity to have a meaningful review of the discovery. I'll be filing the entry today. It's one of those cases, Your Honor, with the domestic would require me to do a little bit more work on it. So I would respectfully request if it can be reset for the 13th of April. And at that point, I'll have a much clearer picture to present to the court.
Our April 13th calendar has filled up, so April 27th work.
That'd be fine, Judge. I'm available, so that doesn't matter to me, Your Honor. Thank you. And can Mr. Gant be excused, Your Honor?
Yes. Have a good day.
Thank you. All right, Your Honor. Another announcement. Position number 31, Sean Osek. He is on Zoom, Your Honor. He also does qualify. Similar announcement as Mr. Gant. I'd request the court to reset it, of course, now for the 27th, and I'll file the entry, and I'll be in touch with him and the state, of course, since this is a DUI. So.
Okay, so and that's Mr. Osik?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right, so reset for the 27th, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. And can Mr. Osik be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, have a good day, Mr. Osik.
All right, thank you,
You
Judge.
too, sir. Thank you.
And I'm following up on a couple other applications, and I'm also working on a plea, Judge. So.
And I also want to say that I don't know if you know, but position number 9 is in court with me. You were saying that it was Mr. McLean's case, I believe, on the announcement.
Oh, Mr. Jones. Okay. Can Your Honor, I'd ask him to call me, or if he can confirm a good phone number so I can call him. He can step outside. I can talk to him.
Okay. Mr. Jones, can we get your phone number so that the public defender can give you a call to discuss your case? 404-510-8430. Say it again for me. 404-510-8430. You hear that, Mr. Dodd?
No, I just heard the 404, Judge. I apologize.
That's all right now. 510-6132.
All right. I will contact him momentarily if the court does not mind instructing Mr. Jones to step outside. I don't want him getting a call in front of this court.
Of course. All right. All right. So we'll hold for your announcements, Mr. Dunn.
Thank you, Judge.
And Ms. Marshall's story is, I take it that you've had your conversation with Attorney Rockwell, and that she's considering.
I have. Attorney Rockwell, have you? There she is. Okay, she was able to rejoin us.
Okay.
Good morning, Judge.
Rockwell, go ahead.
Judge, so we're in discussion. It looks like we can resolve shorter trial. We need to get some exchange a little more discovery and get some good victim contact. she obviously, the defendant wants this over as quickly as possible. I hear that the 13th is full. Could we have the 27th?
Yes, that's fine.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused.
Yes, you all have a good day. Good to see you.
Thank you, Judge. Good to see you. Thank you, Ms. Marshall Story. I'll get back
Thank
with
you, Attorney Rockwell.
All right. Yes, that was position 22. You have a good day, Ms. Henry. All right, so again, we'll be in recess until we hear back from Mr. Haddad.
Hello? One sec.
Jones, this is position number 13, Ms. Thomas.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't hear. Is it possible for Ms. Jones to just speak up a bit?
Want to come up to the microphone?
Yes, Your Honor. We pre-tried with the Attorney Solicitor General, and we'd asked for a reset. I intend on also just providing discovery, but I believe it would be worked out. Hopefully, if we could be set on the April 27th calendar.
Okay, that works for the court. So we'll reset you for the 7th.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. You have a great day.
You too. Good to see you. Mr. Vernon James, position number 23, you're on the line with us now. Mr. James, I'll need for you to activate your camera and unmute for me.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. James? All right, Mr. James, you might have to log out and log back in. Good morning, how are you doing? Have an announcement, Mr. God?
Yes, Judge. Your Honor, first things first, on the gentleman that is in your courtroom, Seth Jones, that is position number 9. He had been in contact with his lawyer, Mr. McLean, and he's going to maintain a not guilty plea, Judge, and request a jury trial. Anyway, but I had requested that he come back to court inside the courtroom. Hopefully he's there with you, Judge.
Do you,
And we can file the waiver as the court wishes.
okay, and would you like us to get you the case management order and the request for a jury trial, or do you want us to send that to Mr. McLean?
Mr. McLean would be fine, Judge. You can feel free to CC anything to me as well, Judge, so I can make sure things get done. Not to say anything bad about Mr. McLean. It's always good to have more than one person. So,
I didn't take it that way.
Your Honor, on position number 24, that would be Devontae Wright. I believe he's still on the Zoom. Your Honor, he does qualify. I'd respectfully request that that we can reset it for whatever next status. I think it was the 27th. That give me enough time to file an entry, review the discovery, speak to the prosecutor, and go from there, Judge.
April 27th at 9 a.m.
Thank you. And can Mr. Smith be excused?
That was Mr. Wright, correct?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I apologize.
That's fine. Yes, have a good day, Mr. Wright.
Thank you.
All right, see you back on the 27th.
Okay.
Your Honor, I do have a plea that is ready. I did want to make a couple additional announcements. I don't have phone numbers for some folks. They filled the application, but I have no way of reaching them. I sent a chat request and they have not responded. So I'm trying to contact two folks still.
Let's just go ahead and get that done right now. Who are the people?
Oh, all right, Your Honor, position number 12, Michaela Perkins.
Ms. Perkins, are you on the line?
Yeah, I just put it in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, great.
So we'll be hearing from Mr. God very soon. Who else?
Position number 26. I'm missing two applications, I believe, Judge. I'll double check my email. Position number 26, Rodney Wright. Is Mr. Wright still on?
That's 27.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, 25. 25.
25, I apologize.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Mr. Wright, did you fill out the application, Mr. Wright?
Yes, I sent it to the address, the email address date.
Okay, I'll double check, sir. I apologize. And I think that's it as far as announcement, Your Honor.
So let's see, we still have position 4 that we need to address.
That's going to be a plea, Your Honor.
That's the plea, okay. Position 11.
Your Honor, position number 11, I reached out to Mr. Howard. He has not heard from Mr. Thompson. And unfortunately, I don't have any way of communicating with Mr. Thompson. I've never met him, of course, or anything like that.
We're going to give him a one-time reset until the 27th. So.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. And we also have in person position 32.
And Mr. All right, Your Honor, that I have not talked to him yet. Let me double check my emails, make sure that was sent to me. I don't know if I have the application yet, Judge, on Gober.
So I think he's already filled it out. You've already filled the application out, is that correct? Yes, he has. So we'll wait for your announcement on that.
All right. And Your Honor, as the court wishes, I can take a break and contact the other two folks, or we can handle the plea however the court wishes.
Since you're here, why don't we just go ahead and do the plea? And
I emailed Ms. Bryant James and Ms. Johnson the plea sheet. Hopefully they have received it.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Smith, position number 4, DeMonte Smith.
Mr. Smith on the line.
He should be.
Yes, sir.
All right, and Your Honor, before we get too far ahead, I just want to let the court know that the plea involves 90 days in custody. The state does not object to a turn-in date. I would respectfully request him to turn himself in on the 16th, Judge, which I believe is next week.
Yes, Your Honor, that's next Wednesday, and the state has no objection.
Mr. Smith, you'll have to activate your camera for me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand for me? You swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. You can put your hands down. Ms. Riley?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's negotiated plea offer in this case is 12 months to serve 90 days, the balance on probation. He is to have no contact with the victim, Brianna Sanders, who is not present this morning on the Zoom call. And he is to attend a family violence intervention program. And there's no early termination for the probation, Your Honor.
Ms. Haddad? You're on mute.
I'm sorry, Judge. I spoke to the prosecutor yesterday, Your Honor, and I've been in contact with Mr. Smith. And this is a negotiated plea, Judge. I would just simply request the court to follow the state's recommendation. We do stipulate to a factual basis. I'm not sure, different courts do it differently, but I just want to let the court know. And other than that, Judge, it's a stay away. And with the classes, Mr. Smith is ready to resolve this case today, Judge.
Very good. Mr. Smith, it's my understanding that you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the guilty plea as negotiated. Mr. Smith, you understand that you can have no contact with Ms. Sanders. No contact means no contact whatsoever, no phone contact, email contact, no social media contact, obviously no personal contact. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to, you're going to be on probation for the entire 12 months. I'm going to waive the probation fees to help you get and stay on your feet. And it's my understanding that you'll be turning yourself in to the jail on March 16th. What time that he's going to be there by?
I turned myself in Douglas County. So I go to court at 9. So, but after I'm sentenced, I'll be turning myself in. I'll be going to custody.
Well, it's my understanding that you're going to turn yourself in on March 16th.
Yeah.
You're on mute, Mr. Adon.
I'm trying to be respectful and mute myself, and then I forget. Your Honor, Mr. Smith has a special plea set in Douglas County on the 16th. He anticipates he's going to get a jail sentence there. What I explained to Mr. Smith is that I was going to make sure if something happens in Douglas County where the plea falls through or whatnot, then he'll have to turn himself in to Fulton County. If he does turn himself in to Douglas County, then I'll immediately notify the sheriff's office in Fulton County and probation to let them know that he is physically in custody in Douglas. I just couldn't figure out a different way to juggle all that, Judge. So that was my attempt to resolve it, Judge.
Is he going to be in person in Douglas County?
I believe so, yes, Judge.
Okay, so if there is a plea that jail time, they will take him into custody at that time. All right, anything further on Mr. Smith?
No, sir.
No, Your Honor. Thank you so much for the court being accommodating with Zoom and all that. I appreciate it, Judge.
Not a problem. All right, Mr. Smith, good luck to you, sir.
Yeah.
And we'll wait on further announcements from you.
Thank you, Judge. And if I may, can Michaela Perkins mentioned that they're going to put the number on the chat line. I still don't have it, but I'll be calling Mr. Wright, Rodney Wright, in a second. Ms. Perkins, can you provide me with your phone number?
Oh, I put it as a direct message to somebody. My number is 470
Okay,
446
okay.
4338.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize for interrupting the court. And I'll log off, not log off, but I'll put myself on mute and contact all the individuals that are left, Judge.
Okay, just let us know when you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. James, can you hear me now? No. This is position 23, Vernon James. I can't hear you, Mr. James. So your audio still isn't working.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, but you're gonna have to turn one of the devices off.
Okay, I got you. Hello?
Okay. Again, you can't be on two devices at once, otherwise you're gonna get a feedback.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, I can
Can you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. James. Let's see, do you have an attorney that represents you, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today regarding these charges?
I don't have an attorney.
Okay. Would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the chat, there's a way to make application. So if you'll go to the chat and start making applications so so that they can process your application and see if you qualify, okay?
Okay.
All right. And if you'll go ahead and put your number in the chat for us, at least somebody can get with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, any questions?
No, sir.
All right, go ahead and do that now. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. We'll be in recess until the public defender comes back. Thank you. there an announcement?
Your Honor, none that I'm aware of at this time. I am still waiting to hear from the Public Defender's Office regarding the young lady that just gave her number in the chat. Position number 12, Michaela Perkins.
All right. I just saw that Mr. Haddad had come back on the line. I didn't know if he had any. Hey, Mr. Frank, how are you? Good. Are you still on Zoom? We're on recess. Let me run up the second floor where I've got some others. I'll be right back. All right. Okay. Okay. Yes, Mr. Dunn.
John, I had to switch computers. My microphone just died. And I apologize. I had one announcement, and I also need to speak to this prosecutor still on position number 12. But my announcement on position number 25, Rodney Wright.
Okay.
He does qualify, Judge. I needed time to speak to him and file ask for discovery. If we can reset it at the earliest available court date for the court.
That'll be April 27th at 9.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. And I apologize. I've been having some clearly technical difficulties, but Ms. Marshall-Story, if I can call you, or if you can send me a chat with the recommendation on position number 12.
Yes, do you have my number from yesterday? Can
I
you
do.
just give me a quick call?
I will.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
And
also,
yes,
just so you know, Mr. Haddad, that Vernon James, position number 23, came in late, and he is also making application.
all right. Thank you, Judge. Thank you for letting me know.
Okay. All right. So we'll hold waiting on your announcement.
Hey, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Hey, is it okay for me to exit the chat, or should I hang around?
Let's see, Mr. Oh, yeah. Mr. White, yes, you're reset till April 13th. This is
The 13th.
This is, yeah, Rodney White, yes. It's my understanding that you're going to be reset till April 13th. So we'll.
Your Honor, I apologize. I believe there was number April 27th.
Yeah.
The name shows Rodney White, but it's actually Rodney Wright.
Right.
Oh, okay. Right. I'm sorry. We had another. So it is the 27th. Yes.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you. Yes, Mr. White. You have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Yes, Mr. O'Donnell.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, on position number 12, Ms. Perkins, I'm not sure if she's still on. I think she was disconnected. She does qualify. I was going to request to reset it for the 27th. I just needed more time to talk to her. It probably is a case we'll end up working out, but it's too soon. I just met with her, Judge, in all honesty. And I'll file the entry and I'll request discovery. I'll be in touch with Ms. Marshall's story as well. And
Yes, is that she is here, Ms. Perkins. Thank you. I'll see you back here on April 27th.
And Your Honor, Mr. Gober, who is physically in the courtroom, I believe, he also does qualify. In light of the family violence battery, Judge, if you can reset it for the 27th, give me an opportunity to talk to the prosecutor at length and, more importantly, my client, and explore anything possible on the table, Judge. But I will respectfully request resetting for the 27th.
That's fine.
Thank you, Your Honor. And finally, I think the only case that Mr. James, we're still waiting on, I believe, on the application. But is there anything else that the court, that I missed in terms of announcements? Obviously, I can respond to the court as.
That's all I have. One second. Let me dismiss Mr. Goldberg. Thank you, sir. We'll see you back here in April, okay? All right. Have a good day. Yes, and I think Mr. James is the last one that we have. Is he still on the line? Vernon James? I see him there. Mr. James? Mr. James, if you're on the line, I need you to respond. So why don't we do this? Why don't we, because I think that covers the calendar. I don't think that we're waiting on anyone. Why don't we go over the calendar so we don't waste any time?
Thank you, Judge.
Give Mr. James the opportunity to respond. If he doesn't respond by the day of the calendar, it'll just have to be reset.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So for position 1, I have Larry, no answer. Position 2, reset to 4/27. Position 3, jury trial. Position 4 was a plea. Position 5, no answer. Position 6, 4/13. Position 7, 4/13. Position 8, no answer. Position 9, jury trial. Position 10, 4/27. Position 11, 4/27. Position 12, 4/27. Position 13, 4/27. Position 14, 4/27. Position 15, 4/13. Position 16, jury trial. Position 17, 4/13. Position 18, there's a question about the reset date. We'll come back to that. There's no answer so far, but we'll come back to position 18. Position 19, jury trial. Position 20, no answer. Position 21, no answer. Position 22, 4/27. We'll hold for report for position 23. Position 24, 4/27. Position 25, 4/27. Position 26, no answer. Position 27, 4/13. Position 28 was null prost. Position 29, no answer. Position 30 is a jury trial. Position 31, 4/27, and position 32, 4/27.
All of the people that failed to appear today, I think that's just their first opportunity, so we'll reset them. additional opportunity to appear. May 4th. And that will be May 4th. Yes, thank you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I couldn't hear what you were saying.
All the failure to appears today will be a reset till May 4th to give them an opportunity to appear one more time. If they don't, at that time, then we'll decide whether a bench warrant will be issued or not. Okay? All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. James, are you on the line? Okay, I saw him. Now I don't see him. He's going to be reset. Let's reset him for the 27th since he was here.
And Your Honor, as far as Mr. James, if he ends up filling out the application, qualifies, I'll of course file the proper entry. If he does not qualify, then I'll let the solicitor's office know as well, Judge.
Thank you. All right. Okay, I believe that concludes the 9 o'clock calendar. Any questions, concerns?
No, Your Honor. Thank you so much for the court's patience with me.
Yes, no, that's not a problem. Thank you for all your hard work today. And I don't believe that we have any more Orca calendars scheduled for today. So I will see you all next Wednesday.
All right, take care.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day.